The crisis at US airports now reaching critical. Just look, this is the line. It's at Houston's George Bush Airport, the main one, the IAH. Nearly 3 hours long, according to some travelers. The TSA, Transport Security Administration, is facing huge staffing shortages. The employees are not being paid, haven't been paid for a month. It's because of a partial government shutdown that began in February. Congress is racing to fix it by the end of this month, 27th March, when lawmakers go on 2 weeks holiday. The line in Houston is well over 2 hours. JFK, more than 30 minutes. Atlanta, Hartsfield, around an hour. CNN's Ryan Young spoke to travelers at Hartsfield.
I've been in this wheelchair. They gonna tell me to go stand up in line. I have MS. How you gonna expect me to stand up and push my own self in a wheelchair?
Our flight was at 6 a.m. We've been here since 2:45. We were in line at 2:50. Still missed our flight.
TSA is warning that some airports may have to close completely. According to the government's numbers, 366 officers have left the force. 50% in Houston and over 30% didn't show up for work. Why would you? They're not being paid. And the highest single-day absence was 55% in Houston. Johnny Jones is with me, Secretary-Treasurer of the American Federation of Government Employees, TSA Council 100. Long way of saying you represent the workers in that respect. You know, good on those that are showing up. But why are some airports much worse than others, do you think?
Well, it has to do with the logistics. You know, it could be the the part of the country that's impacted by higher costs. It could be the people that are still recovering from the shutdown, from the previous government shutdown that we had back in October. That there could be just some people are just fed up and coming to work without being paid, because about half of the year, the TSA officers have worked in a situation where the government was shut down.
To give context, by law, they will get paid once things start going again. But that doesn't address the real issue, which is you've got bills to pay now. You've got to put food on the table. And you really don't want to be spending hours on call lines to the bank or the credit card company or anybody explaining why, no matter how understanding they are. And I'm sure there's lots of resources in place. It's just stress they don't need.
Well, first off, the letter, most of the places where your landlords or the places that if you have a mortgage, they look at that letter and they start laughing, okay? Because they're like, hey, it doesn't matter. We still need to pay. You still need to pay us. Well, and if you can't pay us, then we're going to slap you with late fees. You would be surprised the lack of empathy. You know, of course, they feel bad for you, but at the end of the day, they're running a business and they're trying to make to pay their bills as well. So it becomes the kick the can down the road. If I can't pay you, then they can't pay them. So they're going to get a fee because they're going to be like, well, my attendant's not getting paid. So at the end of the day, the TSA officer may get back pay, but they are still losing lots of money because they still have to pay for all these fees. And dude, when they open the government back up, not only do the officers need to be paid, but they also all officers need some additional financial compensation,
Sure.
because we don't have recourse like the general public.
Can I just ask, why do you think there isn't the political pressure sufficient to get the politicians to open it up? What is it? And look, we don't need to get into the Democrats on wanting this with Homeland Security, X, Y, Z, the Republicans, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. But in either a case, why are they not susceptible to the pressure of what's happening now? Because it's so bad. What do you think?
Well, I can tell you exactly what it is. In reality, both the parties involved, we have the Democrat Republican Party in America that, represents, the majority of the House and the Senate. There's a couple of independents. But when you get down to it, the representatives of our government are representing parties, not the people that elect them. There's a large contingent, over 90% of Americans support, hey, we need to pay the TSA officers, and they haven't figured it out. So that tells me that they're not serving the people, the populace. They're serving the small constituents or their parties,
right.
Not the people.
So in that case, What do you think it will take to get one side or the other to say, this is ridiculous, we have to do a deal? We both, neither of us are going to get exactly what we want, all we want, but we have to do a deal. What do you think it will take?
When all the congressional leadership is stuck at the airport and they all missed their flights because they couldn't get through a security line on time.
I think you summed it up perfectly, sir, if I may say so, for a Friday evening. I think that's it. Thank you for taking the time. And, you know, I travel through more airports than most, and I came through Kennedy just last week, and good spirits by the officers there, considering they're not getting paid. Please pass on our best. Thank you, sir. I'm grateful to you joining me tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Kress. Thank you.
Thank you.